think that some people have these two really mixed up, and it really affects the way that they approach their natural hair as far as growth and as far as length retention. So in this video, I'm going to be providing some clarification or some education on both, and I really hope that it'll be clear enough for you to take with you and begin to implement. All right, so when we talk about hair growth, we're talking about the literal growth of hair from our scalp. Okay, so hair grows from our scalp and hair grows from the inside out. It's important to also mention that some research have shown that hair grows about 1/2 inch per month. Hair growth is very biological, but there are also some external things that can influence hair growth. So one of the factors that affect hair growth is genetics. How fast it grows or how slow it grows, the texture of your hair, curl pattern of your hair, the fullness of your hair, the color of your hair. All of these things are determined by your genetics. Now, I know that there are also people that look at other people's hair and then they say, oh, they have a lot of hair because of genetics. Even though genetics play a major role in our hair growth, at the end of the day, we cannot be passive. All of the people who have long hair that we look at and say, oh, it's because of genetics. Yes, genetics may play a role. However, those people, they have taken active steps for their hair to grow and for their hair to flourish. And people look at me and say the same thing. Oh, it's because of genetics. And I say, yeah, I may have the genetics, but one thing that I can also say is that for a very long time, my hair was the same length. It wasn't going anywhere. And it was not even at my shoulders. My hair was the same length for years and years. And that was because I wasn't taking good care of it. I would comb my hair when it is dry. I would do all kinds of things to my hair that was really hurting my hair, hurting the length retention of my hair, which we will talk about in a little bit. But just because somebody may have the genetics doesn't mean that their hair is just automatically going to just grow long. It can grow, but they have to also take active steps to retain that length. Another factor of hair growth is your overall health. It is very important to take care of your body. It is from your body that your hair grows. And so you have to take care of your temple. You know, as a Christian, the Bible helps me to understand that my body is a temple. And when you think about a temple, you know, a temple is something that people take care of. You know, they make sure that it is clean because it is a place of worship. It is a place of reverence, you know, and so they take care of it. They do everything that is necessary to maintain the temple. And so your body is a greater temple. And so you have to take care of it. You eat well, fruits, vegetables, grains, these protein. There's so all of the food sources. I've already made videos about these things, and I'll leave the links in the description box below. But it is very important to feed your body so that your body can grow healthy hair. Feed your body with protein, vitamins, and all of the wonderful nutrients that are found in fruits and vegetables and grains. And you will notice that your hair will grow because your body is being fed. Another factor that affects hair growth is exercise. Now, exercise plays a major role in our hair growth. Exercise increases blood flow to all the different parts of our body, especially our scalp. And whenever blood flow is increased on our scalp, that encourages healthy hair growth. And so if you can incorporate exercise into your routine, that will also help to support your overall health, also help to support healthy hair growth. Some other factors that can actually affect hair growth are trauma to hair follicles. When hairstyles are too tight, and especially at the hairline and at the nape, or even in any area of the hair, that can cause damage to those hair follicles. And the damage that it does is that it destroys the hair follicles and then it leaves bald patches. And when that happens, a lot of the times it is difficult for hair to regrow in that area. And so even though you may be doing all of these things, that aspect of your scalp has been damaged, and that is hindering the hair from actually growing in that area. Now, another thing that can also affect hair growth when I talked about your health is, people who have issues such as anemia or thyroid issue. These are things that need to be looked at closely, because those can actually affect healthy hair growth as well. I really recommend that, you see your doctor, get yearly checkups, have a blood work done, and let your doctor look at your thyroid levels, your blood counts, and all of that, because sometimes if those things are not known, they can be hindering you from actually growing hair. So now we're gonna move on to length retention, which is what everybody wants, right? So length retention has a lot to do with the length of your hair. So how long your hair is actually able to grow. And that is more mechanical. So remember when I talked about hair growth being more biological for the most part? Well, length retention is more mechanical. Mechanical in the sense that the things that we do to our hair. So for example, the styles that we do to our hair, that plays a major role in whether or not we are actually going to retain length. Because you are not doing healthy hair practices or implementing healthy hair practices, you're not able to retain that length. And so let's say, for example, your hair is growing, but yet you like to just wear your hair out all the time. It's winter time and your hair is in Afro puffs all the time. You go to sleep and you're not using satin, nothing. Your hair is always out. What happens is that the ends of your hair will begin to break. And when the ends of your hair begins to break, it doesn't matter what you're growing on your scalp. Your hair is going to break off, and it's not going to be as long as you want it to be. And so when it comes to length retention, number one, it's important to have a routine. It's important to be consistent with your routine. When I started to implement all of these tips that I often share with you all, which I will leave the link in the description box below, I began to see a difference. It's important to deep condition your hair. It's important to stop combing your hair when it is dry. Always make sure that your hair is moisturized or that it has some sort of conditioner in it before you comb it. When it comes to length retention, the major thing is to prevent breakage. You have to be able to prevent breakage in order for you to see more length. So one of the styles that I do often is tucking the ends of my hair away. About 98% of the time, you will not see the ends of my hair. And I found that that really has helped. Another thing is to always make sure that you are moisturizing the ends of your hair. So when you style your hair, make sure that you're applying more cream, more oil. Make sure you definitely apply your deep conditioners to the ends of your hair. All of these things will help to encourage length retention. And God designed your hair, and your hair is beautiful. Your hair is not ugly, and you can actually take care of your hair, and your hair will grow. With the right resources, like I've shared in this video, your hair will grow and your hair will actually get long. All right, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to speak with you in my next one. Bye-bye for now.